Alright, good morning guys. This video is just to show you kind of how to symbolize some of the data that I sent yesterday regarding the watersheds. So I'm just going to add, you each would have gotten a zip file hopefully that when you unzip it will be your county name and then watersheds, geo database. Within that is three layers, three polygon watershed layers. One is the major watersheds, and one is the Huck 10s or sub-watersheds within those majors, and then the minor watersheds are even smaller scale. There is a document that explains kind of the attributes for each of them. Most of them are self-explanatory, I think, but read through that, and a lot of land cover stuff, a lot of protection stuff that you can map on. So I just want to show you quickly how to do that. So let's say we have minor watersheds and we want to map the protected lands or some of the land cover features. If you double click or right click and go to properties and go to symbology, most of these are going to be either categories, different categories to map, or any numerical value. You want to use quantities, and the value is kind of the acreage field that what you want to map. So in this case we're going to do disturbed acreage. Now, in order to get it to mean anything, you do need to use this normalization field, and that's kind of the point of this video, is to make sure that you know how to do that. So you want to normalize, or basically divide by, the total acreage. So you're taking the disturbed acreage divided by the overall acreage of that minor watershed and mapping that. It's going to do natural breaks for you, but you can manually tell it to be whatever you want to be. And then the label you give it will reflect that. So we're showing basically 10% increments for the disturbed lands, and then you can call it whatever you want to call it. And then down here, when you go to layout view and you go to insert your legend, you guys can play around if you want to make the legend look a certain way. But that's how you can display the data, because most of the fields that I put in there are not already divided out into percentages. There's only a couple, I think, that I went ahead and did the math for you. One of those would be like the protected, when it has PER, that'd be percent, so that's already a percentage or a fraction. The rest you'll have to do this normalization. So again, you can just copy and paste if you want to quickly play around and add more of these to the map. So let's do another one as an example. This is potential native plant communities. This is kind of modeled data. So let's see how much fire dependent this would be. Drier, sandier soils. We can change it to more of a green color. You guys get the idea. Divide by acres. Turn that one off. There you go. So again, that's just a quick summary on how to use this data to kind of display what you need to display, and you guys can play around with symbolizing it however you need to, and just remember to change the title when you are copying and pasting these layers. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks.